le the topic the factorization of cubic polynomial. The factorization of polynomial thing is dingy long in a certain cubic polynomial yam to swim and rimbu chadu rimbu chana tiles nyobudo. Factorization of cubic polynomial theory comes on lower sphera intended to shadow some. The factorization is the gas factorization and the process of finding factors factors of polynomial. Thandechala cubic polynomial. Factorization is the factors say process and cubic polynomial is the general form of the shingora. Cubic polynomial is general form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. The cubic polynomial is general form. Small a, b, c, d is constant. And then degree degree and the power 3. So degree has a cubic polynomial degree 3 the general form. The cubic polynomial factorization is a giant. This is the Jogo Zinagiawas can't resist. Zinagiana condition a penadina x cube minus x square minus x plus 1. Those the cubic polynomial. The cubic polynomial. Degree 3. Zinagiana the factorization giant. Dinal Kare standard formula here. Power those found in there. Power Toshi, then they'll check those there. The Dende given a jungle to Karchore, regrouping method through Hazu Kajira factorization. Dinium the key, dinium the key. Pena dingy in another Kajire, common career, common career, x square common drop, bracket x minus 1 hardura. The dingy barrel common career, Angi mix a common came the symbols common the dinner negative neura. So negative 6 de halire, those leura. That did the parallel common career x minus 1. X minus 1 common tenor. Bracket on the coefficient in the cure. The coefficient x square. Pajo the coefficient de 1 euro. Oh, Gunda. Oh, Dara. Loose. That is against the going on the split chidura. The degree to the. These are on the Karjire. Identity of the Jansa, Rokarjare. A square minus b square like the a plus b into a minus b. This is they apply chira. 1 the 1 square chipara. So they got x minus 1 x plus 1. Cubic polynomial degree sum chodi ma factor the kharle so linear polynomial sum ne sa degree 1 cho sum. This is a given answer. The dine jure marta dine some share ta. Factorization can go much in the Kachi, did some message and good. And then you need your answer. And later on the Joran can't lay the Nima Tio than Leota. Those can't be Chata. Then the Nima Lash you are. Last lesson answer leave Lajamo, but it was a dinner in Shaduta. So, Karjo, the factorization can turn out go chinata and they stop shame on the house. So, the product of smaller polynomials, the polynomials degree 2 and some chaza. There is some share. This is a given a Jansarta. But Tanda in a Guana also Karjare factorization of cubic polynomial Ranjare. The method the cubic polynomial Samal Rumare. Because the regrouping method later della. This Samal Rumor. That the Mado in a Karchu like the Lira. So in a Guana also on the Jare. Regrouping method Mado the Gila factorize condition Mera on the that dinner on the Penaya dating the what is the factorization? The polynomial p of x is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 3x plus 10. Yeah, again, I regrouping do Mardella. Do Mar, then you come an x square thing, then you come and hit 2 cubes. So, again, the do Mar. So, then they was him and other culture that didn't go on a carla. Then they solve shell cubic polynomial, then they solve shell a cage method summer. Steps on the steps sum sema shauda. Step number the kachare. Step number 1. Step number 1 the other color trial and error method. Trial and error method. Step number. Then I was a kachire. Last is the constant. Diga can factor some much you go. Diga factor layer, factor 1 layer, 2 layer, 5 layer. Layer 1, 2, 5 layer. Okay. 1, 2, 5 check. The factor the dinner check you. Polynomial is 0 check there. So case the case dinner not some addition and those luna 0 chahe or yomara dinga addition ina so dinner ta dam li the addition layer subtraction dam li the so dila the kharch the factor the give plus minus ninga lun check chu positive 1 lu check chi yaman negative 1 lu check chi those positive 2 negative 2 those check chi door 0 male bodang the door ta pena cha ni trial and error ni check chu la sare ta ta pena cha na ta negative 1 okay pena negative 1 lu ana ta suppose negative 1 lu ana dina kharch re negative 1 lu ro ana di kharch re negative 1 cube so 6 into negative 1 square 3 into negative 1 plus 10 ra di kharch re negative 1 chhe di kharch re 1 negative 1 square positive chhe this 6 ranja chhe the negative 3 dige sangma negative number da domna negative 10 plus 10 0 cha sa ta so factor 3 gi ngazu khala ore step number 1 polynomial p of x na angi chlu ne polynomial overall value 0 chana ani factor 3 gi khala ore thunda khala the remainder 0 chhala ora negative 1 lu na remainder 0 chha ko lanar ta dene factor 3 gi ngazu khala ore now x negative 1 lu di cha sa so x minus a is a factor the a ngazu khajara a chala dira negative 1 is a factor the factor chi kha ko ta ngazu x minus a the kharji x minus negative a the kharji bare x plus 1 chi kor ting chi kora so x plus 1 is a factor of p of x factor chi nge sa hojra that's step number 2 step number 2 na kya khar chore long division that method new step new long division khar gi chore factor chi nge sa the factor ni gyo di factor chi dir x plus 1 yes so kha chore x plus 1 ki khol divide chore de polynomial del divide ta kan x plus 1 the koi factor ra dile the koi kol divide tang thu ra factor na exact divisor lo ra so divide tang thu re ra ta divide tang thu en de ta di de divide tang long division adu jang sar this awa mi se ke marta and the steps sum ma jang sarta and the step dige sum phejta ne ko factor share gojra sawa ke mare ta long division chingo ngaz de wala x cube le achura x cube le x ta khar guna x cube le re x na x guna x square li ra so x na x square guna x cube ne de 1 da diguna hajure o positive chera sorry plus 1 che dine ngaz de sign change ra dingi cancel che de khade jere negative 7x square che gan ma chik pak binda 3x de pap binda ta kone di wala dile achura negative 7x square le achura x ta khar jure x ta negative 7x guna negative 7x square ha dine 1 da negative 7x guna negative 7x okay dine sign change di khar chhere cancel che di khar chhere 10x ra 10x okay ta di jala x ta khar guna 10x li x ta 10 guna li ra x ta 10 guna 10x o de pai pai khasa 10 ma pa pa ha ta x ta 10 unit 10x che then 1 da 10 unit 10 che okay the sign change na khajir they cancel remainder 0 le him bar kana factor re la sara factor re na the divide the exact divisor lagora remainder 0 le him barta there 0 mane khana no gorta te 0 le him bar kana factor ji divide dang gora okay ta ngadu dir ngadu goy dir de the step symbol dikhin do step new ba sa step symbol dikhiu now step symbol na da khar le hore step number 3 दिखा छे देखिए खाली से quadratic polynomials degree 2 चले रहा so step number 3 the splitting of middle term step number 3 there quadratic polynomials le or ding on the split over ko jira so this split chidang azul khar le ta thande chela azul khar le re yang khalar p of x na thangbo dira ki polynomial di da khar chi bare x plus 1 factor da dinang the question the guna dile or remainder 0 ra divisor into question kare x square minus 7x plus 10 plus remainder ra dividend equal to divisor into question plus remainder 0 thimati yomar ta ngadu this split chibo cubic polynomial tumuni lo sa degree 1 chawach da degree 2 chawach the degree 2 chawach gone split che do dela so on the splitting of middle term tang split chibo ta this split share la khina khare re okay x square minus 7x plus 10 yeah this splitting of the chidura ra ta the method sa marta sangma jangsa gyarda division singore di tanda di thema thangbo ro singo di ngen jansar di jansar ta de da sum khajure sum negative 7 product khajure 10 ra angi ni che go ra di khenangi factorize go 2 5 to the 5 da to the 5 ta khol negative gambe ninga la negative gaw thura negative 2 da negative 5 tomna negative 7 negative 2 da negative 5 gina positive 10 okay so dekh har leso del khale so dita de thunan che marta kya angi ni din che tan ngel sa dekh har le di shakya de cher gita de thunan chumar mango je de thunan che dinyam do ma ki ut ani no ut dekh har ni me di yame dan kya yame dan usa angi din khar cha so negative 2 da negative 5 ra mango de shakya kya de tishana digor le no re ke mar dusre sa okay ta din ga jere common de x common the tera okay dili ra din khar common the negative 5 देखा x लगा रहा देखा ले रे negative 2 negative into negative positive रहा negative 2 तो दे ब्रैकेट 9 चिक बोले सा x minus 2 दी चिक माले ने खेला नोगोर खाओ नो रे दी चिक माले ने नंबर दिंगी नोगोर नंबर दिंगी आपको गोन से गोर को दी चिक बोले ये हिम बढ़ता so x minus 2 दी कॉमन दिंग रहा ब्रैकेट ने क्यों नहीं कॉमन थे ना ब्रैकेट ना में क्यों नहीं दिंगी चूर देखा रे x जेट सुजो दिला ओके x minus 5 तो देने चार तब थाना लेंगे कहाँ था क्यों था तब फाइनल का सॉल्यूशन का डिफेक्टर से हो रहा therefore p of x ना तो p of x दी p of x ही मचा शायद p of x है रहा equal to केवल linear polynomial सुन लिख रहा दी cubic polynomial रहा डिग्री 1 चाहिए तो तुम सुन उतांग तो कर दे तो तुम उतांग मत खाने तुम उतांग मत दे x plus 1 step थांग बोल नहीं सर तुम न्यू वाला सुम्बा चला linear polynomial न्यू वाला सुम्बा दी last step देने नहीं दे दी दे शाओ x minus 2 into x minus 5 तातना नहीं सोते cubic polynomial degree 3 छे वाले खर्च है सो linear polynomial degree 6 छे वाले सुम सुई दूसरा factorization of cubic polynomial ताता दिया दे कुछ सा तदी शेयर क्या चंदा दी का जो exercise चंदा 2.4 नाला exercise 2.4 नाला question number 5 शेयर दी दा जवाब जो ठिवा शीरे जो दी क्या तो नांगले शेयर ओके तो चला